I tested 3 cameras to find out which one is the best to use as a webcam, and the results may surprise you. So the first camera that we looked at is the Logitech C920. Now, a couple upsides of this camera is that it's plug and play. So all you have to do is take it out of the box and then plug it into your Windows or Mac computer, and it just works with all your favorite softwares. Another great thing about the camera is the affordability. You can pay anywhere between $60 and $100 for it, and it works well for the price. So honestly, I've had this camera for 7 years, and I've had no disconnects at all. And with the Logitech software, you can really dial in the image of the camera. So you can adjust brightness, you can adjust the exposure, saturation, contrast. You can really dial in the image for what you want for your setup. Now, some of the downsides of this camera is that it doesn't do well in low light. It looks really grainy when you bring up the brightness, and so it works well when you have lights like we do in our studio here. While the software is nice you can really dial it in, it's kind of clunky, and it takes time if you really want to get your image looking well. So it's great for beginners, but it won't wow anyone without putting in the effort. All right, so the next camera that we're going to look at is the Blackmagic Pocket 6K. Let's take a look at why this camera looks like $2,000. So the first reason why this camera is a beast is just the amazing image quality. It looks fantastic. And the reason why the image looks so great is because of all the control you get with it, because it's a professional camera. You can control the ISO, you control your iris, all of the color with that, so your white balance. And then also you can change out lenses to fit what exactly you want. And what sets this apart from other cameras like it is that with the newest software, all you have to do is connect USB-C to the camera and it works as a webcam just like that. No need for any capture cards. So the first turnoff for this camera is the price point. Yes, it is really nice for the price, but also if you're just doing this casually, you're not going to want to drop $1,300 on just the body. And then you need to pay however much more for the lens for it. It's insane depending on your actual need for it. Also, mounting it and getting it properly set up can be a little bit clunky. Because it is a nice large camera, you need the proper mounting and rigging for it. So being able to get it properly set in your setup, it's not easy to just set up and go. You do have to put in the time. So if you quickly wanted to get it set up for a call, it's not going to be that easy. And unless you know how to make the changes to the camera so you can get the image to look exactly like you want, there is definitely a learning curve if you're just beginning. If you already own one, it's unbeatable. And if you don't already own one, it's a little overkill just to use for zooms. And the last one that we're going to look at is the iPhone using continuity camera. And this one is the real sleeper pick of the 3. So the great thing about this is that if you have an iPhone and you have a Mac, it just works. There's nothing else you have to buy or download. Sorry, Windows users. And the image on this looks very well. The detail is really nice and crisp. It's a lot better than most webcams, especially the one that comes in my Mac. And another really nice feature of continuity camera is the center stage feature. Basically, if I'm moving around, it will virtually follow me and keep me centered in the shot. And it works very well. It also has this really cool view called desk view, where basically turns it into an overhead camera without the hassle of having to actually hang a camera. And also it works either wirelessly or plugged into your Mac. So you can keep it charging if you need to, or you don't need any wires and it works just as well. So while it is great, it has a lot of cool features, there are some downsides to it. And the first one being, honestly, is that it is limited to an iPhone and Mac OS. And what I found while testing, as well as seeing as complaints online, is that the image just looks more red than it's supposed to. Now, it does have its fair share of bugs, the main one being the connectivity issues that it has, especially with Google Chrome. So if you're really hoping to just hop on a call, you may have some issues and you may want to make sure that it's working ahead of time. So for all my Mac users, it does look a lot better than your webcam, but there's a chance it may disconnect and you'll look sunburnt. So it's not really about the price. It's what you need the camera for. If you're just doing Zoom meetings, the C920 probably is the best for you. If you're streaming on Twitch and you need a really high quality camera, the Pocket 6K is probably your way to go. And if you already have an iPhone and a Mac, you might as well use the continuity camera. Choose your weapon and show up sharp.